Alrighty guys, today we're going to be comparing the Glock 43X and the GlockStore M1X, otherwise known as the 26X. So we're going to start off with the Glock 43X. So this is a Glock 43X MOS. I've got the Vortex Defender CCW with the high-vis front sight, blacked out night sight rear, TLR7 sub, Overwatch tack precision trigger with the factory minus connector, and then the Shield Arms Magwell. And I also have the Shield Arms mag release. Factory, this comes with a 10-round single stack magazine, but Shield Arms makes a S15, so it's a 15-round magazine. That is a flush fit magazine. And that's why I have their mag release, because you want metal on metal and polymer on polymer. Shield Arms does make a +5 extender for a total of 20. Now, for those that don't know what a 26 is, we'll start with that. The 26 is this guy right here. It's a 10-round flush fit magazine, but you don't get a full grip. At least I don't. Gotta hold it right on here. And it's a very snappy firing gun. You can do something like this, where you have a Glock 17 mag with this little extender on it, so it kind of gives you a full-size grip. But I don't know, I just don't like it. It helps, but I don't know, it's still kind of snappy. I've never understood why Glock never made 26X, because I really like the shootability of this gun, but I wish I had the capability of taking a 17 or 19 round magazine, because that's what a Glock 19 mag looks like, and this is what a Glock 17 looks like, plain Jane in them. But this is all they offered. Lenny McGill's GlockStore custom and performance shop there in Nashville ended up coming out with M1X, which is pretty much a Glock 26X if you want to follow the Glock X. Typically Glock X means their frame is longer than the regular version. So this is a 19 length frame with a 26 upper, and as you can kind of tell, there's some similarities. You got the same Armor Glow high vis fronts with the blackout night rear. Red dot is the Hollow Sun MOS. TLR7 sub. Now, since this is a double stack, you can use the Glock performance trigger, because currently at this time Glock does not make a performance trigger for their slim line. So there's a performance trigger with the Overwatch tack shoe on here, and then again the Shield Arms carry magwell, and I just like the carry, because it just pushes my hand up into the frame just enough where I just really like it. Plus, it gets my big meaty hands out of the way, so when I load that Glock 19 magazine in there, it doesn't pinch it. I don't have to like adjust my grip to let it go in. So now let's go. I'll give you an overview of the two. So they got the roughly the same footprint. There. just a bit fatter. So why would you go with one over the other? So as you just saw, the 43X is a little slimmer, so that's gonna make it easier to conceal, because typically the hardest part to conceal the firearm is gonna be the grip right there. So since it's thinner, it's not gonna stick out as much comparatively. As far as round count, when you're comparing that with the shield arms, they're gonna be it's a 15, so you still got 15 flush fits, and then you can carry a backup of 20 or a backup of 19 or 17, so they're about the same ammo. You're not really giving up a whole lot. Or if you really wanted to get crazy with it, you know, since it's a double stack, you can take the Glock 33s. Why you would want to go with the 26? Again, this is a pretty common magazine. It's cheaper to buy than the Shield Arms magazines. You can find these everywhere. Your Glock 19 and your Glock 17 mags are going to be one of the most popular handgun mags you can find. And then the performance trigger, being able to run the performance trigger in this is also a huge plus. When shooting them side by side, I can tell that the M1X has just a slight less snappy. It's just a slightly less snappy, just enough to where you can tell. But yeah, it's a good shooting little gun.